Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. The Hawaii Department of Health reported 7 new coronavirus-related deaths and 201 additional infection cases today. The falling number of new infections and hospitalizations prompted Governor David Ige and Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi to announce the loosening of some coronavirus restrictions this afternoon. Increased restrictions were announced last month when the Delta variant surge was peaking through the islands. But since then, Hawaii has seen a steady drop in infections, hospitalizations, and active cases. The latest figures announced today bring the state's virus-related death toll to 833 and the total number of cases since the start of the pandemic to 81,087. Today's new infection cases include 126 on Oahu, 39 on Hawaii Island, 19 on Maui, 7 on Kauai, 1 on Lanai, and 9 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside of the state. Hospitalizations of COVID-19 patients were at 149 Thursday, well below the peak of about 475 in early September. The count of active infections also fell today by 200 cases to 3,544. The Honolulu City Council has approved a $10 million settlement in a civil lawsuit filed by the family of William Travis Lau, one of 3 pedestrians killed in a January 2019 crash in Kaka'ako. The Department of Corporation Counsel said the city will pay $3 million, with the other funds coming from the city's insurers. In December, Lau's widow, Melissa Iris Lau, and his parents, William and Esther Lau, sued the city and other defendants alleging they created an unreasonable risk of danger and harm to Lau and others on January 28, 2019. On that day, police were chasing a pickup truck driven by a drunk driver who lost control and crashed at the intersection of Ala Moana Boulevard and Kamake'e Street. Lau and 2 other pedestrians, Reino Ikeda of Japan and Casimir Pokornoi of Pennsylvania, were killed. 4 other people were injured. Hawaiian Airlines will relocate its operations at Los Angeles International Airport next week when it moves from Terminal 5 to Terminal B, also known as the Tom Bradley International Terminal. Hawaiian Air officials said passengers traveling through LAX will have access to a modern facility featuring expanded dining and shopping options and a spacious gate area. Hawaiian offers 6 daily flights between Los Angeles and Hawaii, including 3 daily flights to Honolulu and 1 each to Maui, the Big Island, and Kauai. The airline said passengers departing to Hawaii from LAX should set aside about 15 minutes to transit from the 3rd floor check-in counters inside Terminal B to the airline's west gates. Gusty winds today and Saturday have the potential to cause trouble throughout the Hawaiian Islands today. A wind advisory has also been issued for the mountain and leeward areas of all islands, with the National Weather Service predicting sustained east winds of up to 30 miles per hour and gusts over 45 miles per hour until 6 p.m. Saturday. Forecasters warn that winds this strong can tear off shingles, knock down tree branches, blow away tents and awnings, and make steering difficult for drivers of high-profile vehicles. The Weather Service also extended a red flag wildfire warning for the leeward sides of all Hawaiian Islands until 6 p.m. Saturday. A red flag warning means that critical brush fire weather conditions are either occurring now or are about to occur, and that a combination of strong winds, low humidity, and warm temperatures could help spread wildfires. Finally, the 80th anniversary of National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day will be an invitation-only event at Kilo Pier due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The Remembrance ceremony, organized by the National Park Service and the Navy, will take place at 7:45 a.m. on December 7th. The ceremony is typically held outdoors at the Visitors Center and open to the public, but ongoing coronavirus precautions resulted in it being moved to nearby Kilo Pier on a secure area of the base. While the event is by invitation only, it will be live streamed for the public and visitors at the Pearl Harbor Visitor Center lawn. Seating at the Visitor Center will be determined via a lottery on the recreation.gov website at a later date. It's Aloha Friday, guys, and I got a chance to speak to Kauai professional surfer Brianna Cope. We talked about her time on ABC's The Ultimate Surfer and how she keeps up with her competitive lifestyle of surfing. Check it out. Aloha friends, I am chatting here with Brianna Cope, and she is a professional surfer from Kauai, and she was just on ABC's The Ultimate Surfer. So thank you for being here, Brianna.
Yay, thank you for having me. I'm super stoked.
So cool. So we're just gonna get to know you a little bit, but before any of that, how was the show? How did you even get casted on The Ultimate Surfer?
It was honestly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You know, as soon as I heard about the show, I jumped right on it. I was like, wow, 3 wildcard spots, $100,000. It was kind of like a no-brainer. You know, I've been working on the QS for so long, and to kind of have that jump to the next goal was huge. So yeah, I tried out and I made it, and it was really fun.
And there were a lot of local Hawaii surfers on there, right? So that must have been fun to, you know, see people that you know and stuff like that. And so what was that like? What was the experience like?
So I was the only female from Hawaii, but there was a lot of men from Hawaii, which was super nice. Like Zeke, Koa, Kai, I grew up with all of them. So it was so cool to have that, like, I don't know, like there's something so cool about being from Hawaii. You know, everyone supports everyone. Everyone's so proud to be from Hawaii. So having that on the show, I think it really showed. And yeah, it was just amazing to like look over and get their advice. And Ko and I are both from Kauai, so I felt like we had a good connection.
Yeah. And I would watch snippets of it on Instagram, or, you know, things that you guys post and whatnot. And I seen all these crazy challenges. And what was your, you know, challenge or your favorite challenge?
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. Honestly, you know, it's the first season show. Like, I was like, we didn't know what kind of challenges. And I did a bunch of different training. And the first challenge we had was like a breath hold thing. And I was like, I can't believe I didn't think of that. Like, I was so stressed out. Like, I don't know, these challenges would throw all of us for crazy loops. We thought we could guess and like be like, oh, we're going to run today. But I think the hardest challenge was the breath hold, the first challenge we had. That was so stressful. And then the paddle battle, because it was like there was a lot of intensity, but honestly every challenge was stressful and really fun though.
A lot of fun. Was that one of your favorites, the paddle battle?
I think so. I am really competitive. Like I come across, like everyone who's watching the shows know I'm there to win. And so yeah, I definitely was competitive during that one, but at the end it was all fun and games. But it was just funny. There was actually, you know, can I change it? My favorite challenge was the one with Mike Johnson, The Bachelor, because I did win that. So it was cool to teach surf lessons. Surf lessons. It's pretty cool that they got to bring in guests or like other celebrities into the show that work on ABC. So was that like super fun too, like seeing the different people? For sure. I'm a huge Bachelor fan. Like I knew exactly who they were when they showed up, and I was so excited. And Mike was actually my favorite from the previous season he was on. So to be able to like teach him how to surf and just kind of, you know, meet him was super cool. And I felt like we had really good chemistry and the lesson went great. So I was stoked to win that one.
Right on. And speaking of being competitive, like you said, you're very competitive. So what was that like with, you know, competing against the other girls, or whether if it was, you know, making it to the next round?
So, you know, none of us have really traveled together and lived together for that.
For the full interview with Brianna and I, you can watch it on our Star-Advertiser's Facebook and YouTube pages. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Are you ready to score big? Make sure to check out the Honolulu Star-Advertiser's Football Fever every Monday through Wednesday for your official ballot to play and enter for a chance to win $500 weekly, or the chance to win the grand prize, a Big Green Egg Kamado Grill. Match or beat the score and you qualify to win. Don't forget to drop off your entry at select Long's Drugs locations. Good luck! Special thanks to sponsors Long's Drugs, Hawaiian Telecom, and Mercedes-Benz of Honolulu.